everyone. Namaskar from India, and welcome all our esteemed speakers and delegates who are joining the 25th edition of the World Education Summit, Dubai. The concept of World Education Summit started with the blessings of our former president in India, Honorable Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who was our keynote speaker in the first edition of the World Education Summit, which was held in New Delhi in 2011. And after that, year after year, World Education Summit kept on growing in its scope, its horizons, its topics, its agenda, and its engagement with the global community. Over the years, the World Education Summit has traveled to different cities like Mumbai, Hyderabad in India, and we came to Dubai in the year 2016, our first time. And again, we did our World Education Summit in 2017, and then we moved to Bahrain in 2018. And after that, we had the onset of COVID, and we had to organize our summits for around 2.5 years for online editions. And again, we are back with a bang in Dubai. And this event is divided into two tracks, higher education track and school education track. And we have eminent speakers, not only from Dubai, but also from across the Middle East, and also a lot of interest from countries like Europe, USA, and also from the South Asia, including India. And in this globalized world and fast changing world of globalization and artificial intelligence, including chat GPT, things are dramatically changing in the ecosystem, and it is going to affect the education ecosystem in a big way. There are several factors of change globally happening. The war in Ukraine, the economic crisis in the US, the advent of hyperactive social media, everyone connected all the time. The whole concept of education is evolving and changing like year after year, or almost month after month. And the employability, the skills, the social skills, the employability skills, all required are evolving and changing dramatically. In these situations, how does the school student or a higher education student cope up? How does the school teacher or a higher education teacher cope up? How are the students going to survive in this fast changing world, dominated by AI, where people are saying that half of or 80% or 70% of the jobs will become redundant in, say, 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. Then what happens to these students? What happens to the education systems? These are the burning questions which are evolving. Chat GPT has come up in just the last 3 months or 4 months, and it has changed the world. Unbelievable. So these are the context. Globalization is happening. Any student, either he is sitting in East, he is thinking of going to West. The past, we had the Western economies who were growing very fast, and the things are changing. And the fastest growing nation right now is Saudi Arabia, and the second one is India. So the language required by the children to survive in the new world might be Arabic and Hindi, might be Chinese or something else. We have no idea. So how do we ignite that burning desire in the students to learn, to collaborate, to unlearn fast? These are some of the issues which we will be deliberating here. As an organization, Elets has been bringing out a magazine called Digital Learning. We started in this magazine in the year 2005. That was almost 19 years old. And when we started the whole IT ecosystem was just evolving. And there were hardly any computers in any school or any colleges, or like there were few of them. And we were all like seeing that one day it will happen that IT will dominate this education ecosystem in a big way. And we thought that we should bring together some of the experts in the sector, case studies globally, and bring them all together in a form of a magazine and an online portal called digitallearning.eletsonline.com. And that's how our journey started. And over the years, we have acted as an important a catalyst in the ecosystem of bringing the educators together from different parts of the world, and creating a platform like this in terms of in-person, online, and in the print to deliberate and discuss some of the important issues. So with this, I welcome you all at this 25th edition of the World Education Summit, and this is also the 20th edition, 20th year of anniversary of Elets. Elets as an organization was formed in the year 2003, and we have kept on our mission of creating a platform for bringing awareness about latest technological innovations and bringing the best of the minds together to create a better future for educators. We also bring out a magazine called eGov, which is again an important magazine in the field of governance. First and the only magazine in India and in Asia, only focusing on the IT in the government sector, because government makes policy and which drives the whole ecosystem. We also bring out a magazine called eHealth, which is focusing on IT in health. And in the other hall here, today itself, we are organizing Global Healthcare Summit. We are also having some of the best minds in the healthcare IT, healthcare technology and healthcare policy who are speaking here. So any of you who are interested in the healthcare, you can also attend that event. And we also have a magazine on the BFSI sector, which is the banking and finance sector. With this, I welcome you all to the 25th edition of the World Education Summit in Dubai. Thank you and welcome you all.